right, hello everybody. Welcome back live at Drew's House Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hope everybody is doing well out there. It is like 80 degrees in Newburyport. It is sunny. It feels like summer. I think just for one more day, which makes me want to cry, but whatever. I guess fall has to come sooner or later. Enjoy the nice weather out there. I see the schools are getting out and everybody's running around. So if you're driving around listening to us, we appreciate it. We got a great show for you today. Emma Cahoon is in the house, the Marketing and Communications Coordinator at the Firehouse Center for the Arts, one of the loveliest theaters around here. We love it over there. They get so many great acts. How are you, Emma? Good to see you.
I'm well. How are you, Drew?
I'm doing good. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Enjoying that weather, huh?
I have mixed feelings about it.
You're ready for some fall weather, are you?
I am, yeah.
Well, also, correct me if I'm wrong, but it does feel like the crispness of fall does kind of lead to people coming out to like a theater. It feels kinda,
I think so too.
Yeah.
The chill in the air gets people to sit in our theater, but it's great. The sun brings people downtown too. So.
There you go. Well said. What do we have on tap? You guys are first of all, a lot of changes too. You're busy. Everything's I feel like I got to keep up with you guys here. What's the latest?
Yeah, we always have a lot going on at the Firehouse. So we just welcomed to our staff a new director of operations, Liz Shapiro, who is lovely and wonderful, and she is around the building. If you stop by, you will see her. She is excellent.
You almost got her in here, right? Wasn't she going to make her appearance?
She was. Yeah, she's in the building actually, but she is. Yeah, she's excellent. We're super excited to have her, and we're headed into a busy season of programming. We hit like a tiny little lull at the end of the summer, and then the holiday season we ramp all the way back up. So
all right.
Yeah.
Specifically, you want to get into what's on tap?
Yeah, let's go for it. So
look at you and your notes. You're
I know. I have it all. So I always say that the Firehouse has something for everyone, but truly this holiday season, we have just so much to offer that I'm really excited about. So the first thing that we want to shout out is we have some really amazing family-friendly programming. Now that school is back open, we're welcoming in school kids to both see shows at the theater and also to participate in the theater. So coming up soonest, we have Spookly the Square Pumpkin the Musical, which is becoming a bit of a Newburyport tradition. The Firehouse has offered it for a number of years now, and it is back and bigger than ever this year. So we have school performances October 22nd through 24th, and then it's open to the public the 25th and 6th.
All right.
Which will be a super sweet show. That's professional actors performing for local families. And then a few weeks later, the education department is bringing us Mean Girls high school version. So it's Mean Girls the musical performed by local teenagers. So that'll be awesome. So
that's the high school big production, right?
Yes.
They're very excited about that, I know.
Yes, they are very excited about that. So that'll be awesome. They started rehearsal, I think, last week. So we've got students in and out of the building for the next, 6 weeks or so, which will be super exciting. So Megan, who runs our education department, is doing amazing work, and I'm thrilled to be able to shout that out. And then we kind of ramp up into all sorts of different seasonal programming. So we have some holiday favorites coming up like Rocky Horror. We do a screening of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which this year is happening on Halloween night, 11 p.m.
That's going to be a popular one, huh?
Yeah. You need something to celebrate Halloween with? Come on down to the Firehouse.
What time's that start?
11 p.m.
Wow. So
on Halloween night.
So go do your trick-or-treating or whatever you got to do, and then
tuck the kids in, come to the Firehouse. We've got the prop bags. You just have to come in costume, and it'll be a great night. And then we also are welcoming back our Boston Comedian Circle, who's doing their comedy night. That's next Friday. Okay. So in addition to all this music that we have coming up, the family-friendly stuff, we're staying strong with our comedy series. So we have a Boston comedian named Brad Mastrangelo who's coming in next Friday.
Oh, nice.
So we need a chill in the air so people want to come into the theater and see the comedy.
Yeah, comedy's fairly not new for the Firehouse, but that's probably the less popular of the things you do, right?
Yeah, we're pretty actively ramping it up. So, as we look ahead to 2026, which is crazy to say.
I know.
Where, there's definitely a taste for comedy. Those audiences come out in pretty strong numbers. Right now we're doing it probably every 6 to 8 weeks, but we're definitely ramping that series up, and people seem to really like it. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's funny. I always complain to myself that I don't go to enough comedy shows.
Yeah.
So it's nice that every time I go, I'm like, it's just night out with comedy is awesome.
It's so fun, and we typically have 3 comedians per show. So we have a headliner, and then we have 2 openers, and almost all of them are coming from the Boston or local scene. So it's great. They feel very, I think they're very relatable to the audience. Sometimes you might even know the person and not even know that they have this underground life of doing stand-up comedy, and it's always so much fun.
It's always like the most, I have so much respect for, well, any performer, but, comedians in particular, because like, you just never know.
No, it's so vulnerable. It's so vulnerable, but I think that's why it's awesome. And our space is so well suited for it because, we're in this vulnerable and intimate room, and so you really are like right there with them, and it's awesome.
Yeah, great place to go see a comedy show.
Yeah, totally.
All right, very cool. Keep rolling. I don't want to break short.
Yeah, so music. We always have music coming. We've got plenty of music on the way. November in particular, we've got a strong lineup going on. So we're welcoming Albert Cummings on November 13th, who's a blues guitarist.
Yeah.
A lot of blues, a lot of taste for blues recently too. I don't know if that's a fall thing either, but so Albert Cummings is coming on the 13th. We also have James Maddock, who's a folk and Americana singer, who'll be here on the 14th. And then we're welcoming, I don't know if you know any of the people involved in the Yellow House Blues Band, but they're a Portsmouth, New Hampshire based big band, jazz and blues big band. So they're stopping by the Firehouse on the 15th of November, which will be awesome.
Outstanding.
Yeah, they'll be really exciting.
For people that are just driving around right now too, if they, because I think people drive by, if you're living in Newburyport, you might see the marquee when you drive by. It's obviously big and an attention getter. Like I think sometimes people are like, oh, that would be cool to see. Like you can most nights, some shows sell out, but like you should always try the box office.
Yeah, absolutely. So our box office is open 12 to 5, Tuesday through Sunday. Yeah. But we stay open until intermission, whenever we have a show.
Yeah.
So, we have a box office staff member in there. Just always stop in. We got posters up of what we have going on.
It's a cool lobby, too. Yeah,
it's a great place
I always just think that, because I think sometimes people think, oh, I didn't plan for this. But, like, you don't always have to, plan like a maniac.
You know? You don't. Yeah. You can always give us a call or check on our website, too. And our stuff is always right there updated. So.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And it is great theater. I'm sure people that live here have all been there, but you cannot beat the intimacy of that theater. So.
Yeah, it's really excellent.
So that takes us, up to, now we're talking, Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that's Thanksgiving, and then we launch into all the Christmas stuff. Yeah. And we got the Christmas stuff on lock. We got it going on. So I will say, though, end of November, the one that's selling fast right now is Christmas with the King, which is Rick Anthony, who's another local performer. He does a really incredible Elvis act. So that's Christmas with the King with Rick Anthony and the King's Court. Oh, okay. We're doing 2 nights of it because the people just go crazy for it. So that's end of November, I think the 21st and 22nd, and that kind of launches us into all of our holiday celebrations. That will be fun.
Very cool. How long have the holiday things been planned for? Is that?
Most of them, so we finalized our fall season in late April, early May of this year. But a lot of the holiday things that we have coming up are also traditions that come to the Firehouse every year. So we collaborate with Theater in the Open every year for their Christmas Panto, which takes up 2.5 weeks of the month between both public shows and then school shows for that too. So, that's an ongoing partnership that we schedule in every year, and then they let us know what magic they're going to make on stage, which this year is the Nutcracker.
Very cool.
And they're, ready to rock with them. So
so many of these plays too, it's you get Boston level, like you said, you get a lot of artists coming in from Boston, a lot of performers from Boston. You get that kind of level performance in Newburyport, which is kind of nice. So you don't have to go into the city. Trip to Boston is very nice too, but I'm just saying, it's kind of the level of showmanship is usually great. Again, Emma Cahoon joining us here. She's the marketing and communications coordinator, which is a lot to say. We were joking about this. Always good when you have a long title. At the Firehouse Center for the Arts here, right down the street, the lovely theater. How did the summer go overall? What was the review? But I know you guys had a lot of moving parts and stuff, so that's not always. Is that easy, exciting, just part of the life in theater? I don't know.
It's part of the life. Yeah, we balance a lot. We had our giant summer show, which was Legally Blonde, which just went off without a hitch. It was so awesome. Yeah. We had so much of the community showed up for it and really loved it. So that was great. And then there's all the moving parts around that. We also welcome in touring acts that we present as that's happening. So it was busy, but that's a part of the business, and I think we're really happy with how a lot of it went. We had some strong hitters in there. Some favorites that people like to return to, and then our own work like Legally Blonde. So it was great.
I remember when you started. How long is it for you now?
I started in April. So 6 months. Yeah.
So you're still early on the job here. Are there a lot of new faces? Is it kind of a mix of?
It's kind of a mix. Yeah. So we're a small team right now, but we're mixed. Yeah. Some are very new, and some are the old.
I can already tell you're like very just by your notes page. I can tell you're very you've upped your game since
go. Yes,
you were
I
fine
know.
the first time. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not what I mean. But you're not scared at all
No,
about
it's
being on this
true.
random show that you've been
Yes.
asked to be on.
Yeah, totally.
What's the biggest thing you've learned in the first 6 months at the Firehouse?
Oh my gosh, that is an awesome question. What is the biggest
Yeah.
thing that I've learned? Well, one thing that I really love about working at the Firehouse is the teamwork. I
Yeah.
think we work so well together down there, and to your point, we've had a lot of change in the past 6 months. The past longer than that, we've had so many moving pieces, all this different programming. But the core team that runs the Firehouse, in addition to our volunteers, who are really kind of the heart and soul of our organization, and then our part-time staff, our technicians, the artists we bring in, we really build a strong team, and we work really well together. So that's been a big learning experience for me, learning how to collaborate with different people, but then also
Yeah.
just being a part of this big team. So.
You definitely need people that like roll with the punches too, right?
Totally.
Because like you either have like there's a lot that goes on. It's not just
Yeah.
the 2 hours that you're in the actual theater watching the show. It's like the stuff beforehand. I know a lot of artists. I live in that world. Like it's they're not. I mean, most of them are great, but they're not always the easiest. Some are used to certain things, and maybe not the way that you guys do things. So that you gotta roll with those punches,
Yeah.
and then it's just a million things that go into it. And
Totally.
you kind of have to be able to figure that stuff out on the fly.
Yeah, and that's so many of us have a background in live performance, whether it's music or theater or whatever. But that's the name of the game is, you're in the moment, you're responding to what's happening. That's true when you're on stage performing or when you're selling concessions. It's true there too. So, yeah.
I remember talking to Justin, who's, Justin tends to do like the sound, right?
Yeah, he's our artistic director, and he's also our kind of A1 sound designer guy. Yeah.
And like, because even that's a tough gig. You're there
Totally.
early in the day, and you're testing out, and making sure it's right for the performer and all that stuff. And so you guys carry a whole lot of different job titles over there.
We do, yeah.
Which is cool, which is great. It's kind of a family-like atmosphere.
Yeah, totally.
What has been the hardest thing in the first 6 months?
Oh, what has been the hardest thing? Oh my gosh.
Don't say this show. You'll hurt my feelings.
No, I won't. I thought about it. I won't. No, I mean, in a way, it's sort of the same thing. It's the adaptability and the learning on your feet nature of it. Like I said, I started in April, and immediately so much has happened in my first 6 months. But it's a balance of the stress that responding in the moment can bring, but also the spontaneous and sort of creative nature of it. I mean, both are true at the same time. It's two truths. So,
Yes.
so yeah, probably.
You must go home some nights and be like, the adrenaline must be like, that was awesome. We knocked it out of the park. I'm feeling great. And then other nights you must go home and be like, this is a crazy
It's
job.
tough. It'd be like, whoa, okay, that was a lot. But but I mean, I have a theater background too, and that's the same way. You go on stage and one night you're like, I nailed that, and then the next night you're like, I don't know. I don't know.
It must be nice having people that have worked in theater work at a theater, though.
Yes, it's the only. I mean, it's such a specific business. It is so specific that you just like, and it's also a business that you read on paper and you're like, this doesn't make any sense. This does not make any sense. It's something that you just have to sort of experience and roll with the punches, as we keep saying, and learn as you do. So.
Emma Cahoon joining us here. Rolling with the punches is one way of saying it. This is not a 9-to-5 job, right?
No. It's we're all very hands on deck for every performance. Yeah.
It's just whatever it takes.
Yes, exactly.
It should be your motto. You should have a.
Yes, that's a good idea. T-shirts.
How about the actual place itself? Is that because I feel like that? I mean, that place has been there forever.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more state of the art theaters out there, and I'm sure there's some of those theaters just aren't as cool because part of the great thing about the Firehouse is it's that it's been there for a while. You get that vibe. I remember going to a show at this place. I won't say the place because it's local and I don't want to hate on it, but it's a beautiful spot. But it's like too new.
Yeah.
I went to see the Wood Brothers there, which is a band I really like. And the guy on stage actually mentioned it. He goes, "This place is really nice you got here. It's really clean."
Yeah.
It's really clean. It's almost like too clean.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Just didn't have like the years on it. And but the Firehouse does have the years. But I imagine are there some obstacles that that brings
yes,
to?
there are, and I'm so glad you brought this up because I was going to find a way to bring it up. But so we actually just launched a new campaign because yes, this building is beautiful and this building is old. and there's so much history. It's a very timeless building, and the timeless nature of it also brings with it timeless challenges. There are always things to be fixing and improving. The current one right now is our elevator. If you've ever been in the Firehouse, you know that on our first floor is our box office and Sea Level, the restaurant.
Yep.
The theater is on the second floor, and the bathrooms, which are also public bathrooms for the city of Newburyport, are in the basement. So without our elevator, the building we face problems without a completely functioning elevator. So the elevator is currently functioning, but it's in need of a lot of support, major renovation. So we actually just launched a campaign. It's called the Unlock the Building, Unlock Possibility campaign. Okay. There's a lot more information about it on our website, and specifically on the Support Us page of our website. But yeah, it's exciting. People come into the theater all the time and say, oh, like, this building is so beautiful, can I go look upstairs? And if we don't have anything going on, we'll bring people up and we'll show people the theater. And it does have so much charm, to your point. Like, the history of the place feels very alive in the walls. Yeah. You can feel it, I think, especially when there's a performance going on there. It feels like there's, like, sort of a legacy in the room with you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, then there's also this legacy of all these sort of advancements that have to be made. So yeah, it's one of my favorite things about it, I think.
All right, cool. Mm-hmm. So and you can get the website too, because that goes for tickets too if you want to look at shows and stuff. Yeah. So we're at www.firehouse.org. Yep. Or come by and say hello to your lovely staff.
Yes, please do.
Which I do that for fun sometimes.
Yeah.
Who's hanging out today?
Who's here? Yeah.
And you're right. There's an excellent restaurant. I mean, it is. You can do a great night in Newburyport just by going to any of the restaurants. It doesn't have to be the one that's attached to you. Although you guys do have a good relationship with them.
Yeah. Sea Level is awesome.
Whenever you literally share walls, you probably should have a good relationship.
Yes, we have a great relationship, and we all love their food. Like, if you come in and visit us during the day, there's a chance that one of us is eating Sea Level at any moment.
Very convenient.
Yes.
Can I see the what's the pamphlet here?
Yeah, absolutely. This is our October.
This is
events,
October right here?
And then the back is...
oh, I know. Okay. It's funny. When you said Brad Mastrangello, he, I didn't actually... I was like, I think I know that name. And now I recognize the face now that I see him. There's the lovely pamphlets there. Who makes these? Is this you?
I do, yeah.
That's you?
That is me.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
There you go. And you can go find those. Look at all those acts. You can go find those online there, too.
Yeah.
Don't try to read them now. You'll hurt your eyes. Anyone on here that genuinely excites you, that might surprise people or something like that?
Gosh, that's a great question.
I'll give it back to you.
I'm really excited about Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly is a saxophone superstar, and she's been at the Firehouse a number of times before and also sells very quickly.
Okay.
People love to come in and be like, is that the actress? And we're like, no, nope. That would be pretty amazing. But yeah, Grace Kelly's amazing, and she just released a new album that is jazz covers her own spin on a bunch of really famous movie music. So that's what she's going to be playing here at the Firehouse in December. So I'm really excited about Grace Kelly.
Very cool. All right. I like that you had one very jumped out answer at you.
Yeah.
That was good. Awesome. And like, if people want to get in on like the, what's the holiday stuff, I imagine sells quickly. Everybody's always looking for nights out. Like, don't wait too long to think about that stuff, I would imagine.
Definitely don't wait. We've got a lot. We have original music. We got the Deep Blue Sea Studio Orchestra is coming to play Christmas music. And then we've got tributes. We've got Frank Sinatra tribute. We've got the Elvis tribute. And then we have Joppa Dance coming in to do their holiday recital, Theater in the Open. So all of this stuff will go quickly, yeah.
When, how about the first 6 months when you think back to like summer shows? Was there one that kind of, I watch you guys, you run around a lot during these shows because there's a lot to do, I know. But was there one moment where you got to settle in and be like, well, this show's awesome? Was there?
Yeah, honestly, I was really excited and really moved seeing Legally Blonde Jr. because we had just put so much, so much labor and so much effort into Legally Blonde Senior. We called it Legally Blonde Senior, which was such a massive success. And meanwhile, Megan was sort of running the education department and spearheading that whole process. And then they moved into the theater, I think 2 weeks after Legally Blonde Senior was over, and they all left. And it was so moving to see the kids so inspired by the show that had just happened, and then to get to step into these roles on the stage and really show off all the hard work that they put into it. The girl who had played Elle, I think this was only her like second or third show. She was 13 years old, and just to watch her like step into her voice, really, it also contextualizes, I think, for me, like why it is we do all of this work, which is like not only for us, but for all of these different members of the community to see themselves represented in the building in some way or another. So it was really rewarding.
You must get a lot of just maybe compliments is the wrong word, but just from the regulars that come back, like just because I know what it takes to put together a schedule like that where you have a whole pamphlet. It's not necessarily easy to book acts. I mean, it's nice when you have relationships, but I know how hard those full schedules can be. You must. I hope you get enough feedback from the community where they just say, we really appreciate the effort that goes into putting this on, right?
Yeah,
you get enough of that?
We do get a lot of that.
If you don't, I'll start yelling at the
I
appreciate
that. Yeah, people always give us really, really great responses, and I think we get a lot of response too about just the variety of programming that we offer. Again, I say it every time, but we have something for everyone, and you might not believe me, but then if you go look at our pamphlet or our website or something, you really probably will find something that strikes your interest. So, I think we're all very proud of that, and we do get a lot of really kind feedback about that as well.
Okay, final couple of minutes here with Emma Cahoon, the Firehouse down the street. And it's probably good too to get the kids involved because I noticed like that seems to be I don't know. It's when you go to your first show, it's like very. You kind of remember it, so it's just
totally.
kind of what an advantage for Newburyport kids. Like they can go to their own theater here in Newburyport and maybe fall in love with something. And,
totally. So actually, one other thing I'll shout out. I'm sort of wearing two hats for the Firehouse right now. I'm also directing and choreographing Spookly the Square Pumpkin. So I've got both worlds going on. But something we're doing for Spookly is we're hosting a community pumpkin drive.
Okay.
So we're inviting anybody, especially families in the area, but anybody can bring to the Firehouse between the 14th and 21st of October, just drop off a small decorated pumpkin. The plot of Spookly the Square Pumpkin is that Farmer Hill, who owns Holiday Hill Farm, is picking the pick of the patch, so the prettiest pumpkin of the year. So we're inviting everybody in Newburyport to bring on over their own submission to our little pumpkin drive, and all of those pumpkins are actually going to become a part of the set for Spookly. So if you come see Spookly, you can keep your eye out for your own little pumpkin on the stage, and maybe your pumpkin will be the pick of the patch at the end of the week.
Pumpkin contest, pumpkin drive.
Yes, exactly.
I like it.
Bring down your pumpkins.
And it's 80 degrees out as we talk right now, but I do think that it's about to feel like fall. So get
into the spirit, ready. Paint a pumpkin, bring it down to the Firehouse, enjoy Spookly. It'll be a lovely. It's such a cute show.
How's the choreography going so far?
It's going well. We're finishing the staging tonight.
Oh.
It's going to be awesome.
Taking time out of your day here to do this. I appreciate that. See, he wants us today. What a pain.
No, it's great. It's great.
Is fall your favorite season? I get the impression it might be.
Yes.
It is. Okay.
I would say so. I do love summer, but I do love
I didn't
fall
get that
too.
vibe. You were
you
were very quick to move on.
I do like summer, but I'm excited for fall.
Yeah, it is kind of weird actually. I'm still not used to 80 degrees on October.
No,
was it the 7th?
It's really wild.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But it's kind of been this. Even like last winter wasn't that bad. It's all very weird.
It is weird. New normal.
I know. I guess I'm getting used to the weather part of it, but I don't know. Probably not good. Anyway.
I know, right? It's like,
go check out shows at the Firehouse. Go to their website. Go find something that you want to pick. Who's doing the marquee? Who's putting all the letters up there?
That's Justin right now.
That's Justin?
He gets up there on the ladder.
That's kind of a scary gig.
I know.
Does he like that?
Well, I can't do it. I'm not tall enough. You can't see me because I'm sitting down, but I'm like 5'3".
Well, he's not tall enough either. Don't you need like a...
Well, he can reach the top. I mean, yeah, he gets on a ladder, but even when I get on the top of the ladder, I can't reach the top.
So you need to be tall on top of the ladder.
So he's currently the only person on staff who's tall enough to get up there on the top of the ladder.
He's petrified of heights, but he's the only one tall enough. That is funny. It's like old school. Am I wrong? Is that painstaking? It's a beautiful marquee.
It's definitely, I mean, it's one of those things that I have to be like, Justin, it's time.
We have flipped the calendar.
I can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, so for those of you who drive by and see the marquee with the beautiful ocean in the background and all that, keep in mind. It's a lot of work that goes into that.
It is.
So you guys are already up and at them for so fall schedule's done. Get your Christmas tickets and anything else you'd like to add. We cover everything. You seem to be very good.
Yeah.
You got a whole notes page. Make sure you got everything.
But I think this is great. I mean, and then 2026 is right around the corner. That stuff will be rolling out soon.
And the new, just give her a shout out again. The new,
so our new.
I haven't even met her yet. You guys walked in, and I didn't even see you.
I know. She is here. You can meet her after. Her name is Liz Shapiro. She's our new director of operations.
Congratulations, Liz.
Thank you.
Since Liz isn't here, you can say negative things about her. I don't care. So
what
makes her so great? I'm just kidding.
She's so great. She's so great.
Reasons why? Go ahead.
Yeah, she's very organized and she's ready to hit the ground running with what we need, that's the kind of leader that we need right now. So
it would have been weird if you said bad stuff when she's
in the
room next to us. No, we know she's great. It's going to be exciting. Very cool. So a new regime, new personality, new shows, and a full busy schedule ahead.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Go check out the Firehouse website. Emma Cahoon, the marketing and communications coordinator at the Firehouse. See, I'm getting good with that title.
There you go.
There you go. I got it down now.
Better than I am.
It's a lot of words. Maeve Power, thank you so much. Appreciate you as always for running the show and dealing with me, which is not always the easiest. Sarah Hayden, the boss, Ryan Rothberg, Lily Dissette. I think I haven't seen. It's a small crowd here today, but we're small but mighty as always. Thank you very much. Live at Drew's house. Thanks for driving around with us. Enjoy the final day of 80-degree weather. I don't think it's coming back, so I'll try not to cry about that. Fall is really here and is going to be here tomorrow, I think, after some rain. So enjoy the 80-degree weather. It's beautiful out. Drive safely. Thanks for tuning in to us live at Drew's house. Joppa Afternoon Drive. We'll see you next time. Peace.